work for whom? And work for what purpose? What do you mean by work? When you say the economy is working today, what do you mean by that? You mean today there is a certain system of prevailing conditions, right? And today's economics is supporting that system of prevailing conditions. You want the prevailing conditions to continue? Economics obviously is inseparable from the way the world order is. And world order is inseparable from way man's inner order is. You are alright with these two? How man is within and how the world is without? You're talking of maintaining the status quo as if the status quo is heavenly. You're asking me, will a new kind of economics work as if the current economics is really working? Look at your assumption. Is it functional? Or is it deeply functional, dysfunctional, and we are living in a dystopia? It is such a common argument that if people become spiritual, what will happen to economics? I mean, why aren't you asking what kind of economics is promoted by people who are not spiritual? Economics is just human activity. If man changes, economics will change. Economics will not disappear. Economics will change. A lot will change. Today you work for the sake of results, and results in economics is money. Right? So it's money that matters. So people want to snatch money from each other. But if you are really spiritual, you will work for the sake of work. Money will become irrelevant. Obviously, there would be an economic upheaval. Somebody will come to take away your money, you will have no problems. Because it is not money you worked for. Right now, everything is money centric. And if people work at all, it is because they want money. And because everything is money centric, therefore, there is very little emphasis on right work. And all the emphasis is on counting notes. Obviously, a lot of things will change. The very definition of richness will change. Today, the rich person is the one who has the maximum money. If the world turns spiritual, can you see who will be called rich? The one who will have the greatest work to do. He will be the richest person. And the great thing is, you cannot tax this person, nor can you take away his riches. Today, the rich are in constant insecurity. Their richness can evaporate any moment. the stock market might crash because the super rich are typically feasting on their shareholding. It's not cash that they have in the bank. Right? So their net worth can reduce to half over a period of a few hours. Obviously, there is a lot of insecurity continuously because your riches are outside of you and dependent on unpredictable conditions. So a lot of energy of mankind just goes towards protecting money. And obviously, when you're spending so much time and effort in just protecting money, you are not creating value, or are you? How will you have time to really work rightly if so much of your time is going towards earning and defending and securing money? Can you imagine the kind of frontiers that will open up if you do not need to defend money? Can you imagine the creative possibilities? Today, our workspace, rather workscape, is very distorted. We do not do what must be done. We do that which will fetch us money. So we are not really creating the right value, because a lot of that which you are doing, you understand, creation of value, creation of something that has real value. A lot of the work that we do does not amount to creation of value. It only amounts to creation of money. Not even creation of money, accumulation of money. Not creation of money. And money, mind you, does not always follow value. Money does not always follow value. You can have something very valuable, but it might not be valued by the society. Therefore, it will not fetch you much money. At the same time, you might have something of zero value, but it might be valued by the society, and you will find yourself mega rich. Are you getting it? That's what happens when you are not spiritual and your value system is distorted. In the economy, money starts chasing very hollow, very meaningless things. The things have no intrinsic value at all. But a lot of money is chasing them in a very hot way. All this is just distortion in economics, is it not? But when you will be a spiritual person, then your work will be directed solely towards value creation. Whether the thing of value that you create is awarded money by the society or not. You will say, I do not bother whether this thing that I am creating is going to fetch me money. I'm not bothering about that. I'm Kritatma. It suffices that I know that this thing that I have created is a thing of value. If there are many such persons like this, if there are entire societies like this, can you imagine the creative output? Can you imagine? Today, people do what will fetch them money. And what will fetch you money is what people consider worth putting money on. So you're not being innovative. You are just being a certain servant to the people. Real innovation, people might not understand. So you will not risk real creativity and real innovation. You will instead, let's say, in the name of innovation, come up with a cute app that delivers food to people's doorsteps. An accumulator kind of app. And you will earn lots of money and you will come up with an IPO. And people will say you are super smart. But what is the value you have created? Please tell me. What value have you created? Has any real value been created? No. Just that you have grown rich. And that's all that you wanted, money. You had never sought richness in work. All you had ever sought was richness in your bank account, and you got that. Your IPO is oversubscribed by 8 times. And what are you doing? Collecting food from here and delivering there. And you have made thousands of crores. Tell me, what is the value you have created? But then, creating value was never an objective at all. Such a person suffers and such an economy suffers. And at the root of this suffering is just an absence of spiritual values. That day I was saying, good spirituality is good economics. Are you getting it?
I'll take the question forward, Acharya. For example, you said value creation. Can we say value creation means something that uplifts the consciousness of man?
Yes, exactly that. What do you mean by creating value in the economy? Creating value in the economy means creating goods and services and environment that uplifts you in the direction of the right values. A thing is valuable if it can add value to your inner life. Why I'm saying inner life? Why am I not saying outer life? Because what is valuable in your outer life is determined by how your inner life is. If inwardly you are insane, then how will you know what is valuable to you in your outer life? Let's say in the outer life we all wear clothes, right? Inwardly, if you are insane, will you know the right clothes to wear. Right? So first of all, value has to be created inside. What does it mean to create value inside? Lift your consciousness. And once your consciousness is high enough, pure enough, you know what is valuable outside as well. And what is not valuable, what is not to be respected. All that which uplifts you is valuable. All that which drags you down is not to be valued. Valueless. And that's how all goods and services in the economy must be assessed. What is this thing going to do to my consciousness? So what is the value of an expensive mobile to me? I must know what it is going to do to my consciousness. What is the purpose I am going to use it for? What am I getting this new camera for? I might be getting a new camera because I want to shoot a documentary that will expose the destruction of glaciers to the world, and therefore will help raise environmental consciousness. That might be one reason I might want a camera. The other reason I want a camera is because I want to shoot a pornographic film and make money. Why do I want to have that camera? Right? If I need the camera for the right reason, then the camera deserves to be bought even if it is very expensive, because it is valuable. If I need the camera for all the wrong reasons, then I should throw away the camera even if it is given to me for free, because it holds no value for me. Because instead of uplifting my consciousness, it will degrade my consciousness. Are you getting it? So everything has to be looked at from the point of view of consciousness. What it is going to do to me once it enters my life. If it is going to help you in the inner sense, get it at whatever cost possible. And if it is going to corrupt you inwardly, I said throw it away even if you get it for free. Getting it? That's how real economics must work. But for real economics to work, first of all, you need to have real people. The moment you find that people are making decisions based on their consciousness, you will find that the marketplace is now automatically full of goods that uplift you, because that's what the people are now demanding. Can you imagine how the entire scenario will change? You go to a shop and you find that all the things that were principally used just to defile your inner self are now suddenly gone. They are nowhere in the shelves. Why? Because there are no takers anymore. People are now conscious. People do not want rubbish. All the flesh items have gone off the menu. Why? Because people don't want them anymore. That's the kind of economics we want. where people decide the value of a thing based on how it will contribute to their inner life. Consciousness has to be the criteria. What is this thing going to do to my consciousness?